All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw here. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Ebron caught left side. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jannard Avery coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Landry now on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Newton on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. throwing again on second down. Newton to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Past the 20, 10, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, 71 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Next is score round 7, 4-0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On second down, Jacobs. He'll have a first down past the 40. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. A run for Nick Chubb. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here we go on 4th. Newton. He finds Beckham complete. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Browns.
They fake the give. Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Newton's pass complete to number 13, Odell Beckham. Touchdown, Denver.
Seibert on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Browns 14, Colts nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now Landry. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a first down throw for Newton. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
20.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. 33 yards that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running the toss here to Jacobs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
43. Here we go. Delta. 43 is the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. 43 is the mic, boys. 43. Check, 43.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43. I got it. Slam.
They'll try and run for it with Janovich. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Andy Janovich, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Chubb, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
He gets away from one. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the eye.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. $35 yards that time on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Check 53's Mike. And fast. Rep. Whip. Watch the whip. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
They're not ready for this. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
There's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 44 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns and's got him in the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go.
35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
2nd and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
would be fairly clear
by the time we have to leave
the booth.
12 at the 2-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, man, watch the boot.
Great.
Check 24, check 24. Check safety.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Let's get it.
3rd down.
That's it. What is it?
Hey, let's get in there.
Great.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Go on.
20.
Check.
From the gun, here's Newton. He finds his target, Beckham. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
On first down, Vaughn. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Vaughn. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it'll bring up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Here we go.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Joker, 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 Joker. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Six. Just 6 guys.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
65. Express. Ringo.
Now a give, right side. It's Vaughn, and he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillendown. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it second down. 2nd and 9 now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
20.
Play action. It's Newton. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Seibert on for the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Browns 49, Colts 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Evades him at the 20, pushing his way through. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Newton to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. On the delay, here's Hines. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 3. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. I got it. He's checking. Cruise it. Mike's 43.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
They're running this.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
43 the mic. 43 the mic.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Rip left.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's caught. Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Throwing is Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Let's go. And we got Mike 53. And let's get it.
Newton's going to throw it. He's got Fuller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate.